This man was struck down by a heavy truck while saving the woman he loved. He died on the spot. But in the very next second, he transmigrated back to his high school days. What he didn't expect was that the girl had also returned. In order to repay the life-saving end from her previous life, she decided that in this lifetime, she would be the one to pursue him. After transmigrating, the boy completely changed. His academic ranking jumped from the bottom of the school to first place. This not only shocked the reborn school belle, but even a senior girl from the previous year began to develop feelings for him. One day, after learning about their son's Chung-ji, his parents praised him enthusiastically at home, overjoyed by his progress. When his father found out that the school belle sitting next to him had been tutoring him, he insisted on inviting her over for dinner. With no way to refuse, the boy eventually agreed. The next day at school, the boy spotted his school belle deskmate from afar. However, behind a nearby security booth, a man dressed in black was secretly watching her. The boy followed him to investigate. When the man in black turned around, the boy instantly recognized him. He was the truck driver who had killed him in his previous life. Curious as to why the driver was here, the boy chatted with him briefly and soon realized that this man was not actually a driver by profession. Yet in his previous life, this man had been driving a truck and had killed him. Suddenly, the boy realized perhaps the real target back then had been the school belle. Back in class, due to the boy's academic improvement, the school belle decided to grant him any one reward he wanted. Coincidentally, the boy had no idea how to invite her to his home for dinner. Seizing this opportunity, he brought it up. To his surprise, the girl agreed without the slightest hesitation. That day, the boy prepared to take the school belle home. Unfortunately, his parents were unable to return home due to business matters. At the same time, it began to rain. Left with no choice, the boy could only bring the girl home first, and this place felt far too familiar to her. In the previous life, after the boy died, the girl had acknowledged his parents as her own and had been living in his room ever since, helping them with housework. Returning here now felt just like coming home. When the boy tried to find her a pair of slippers but couldn't locate any, the girl reminded him that they were on the bottom shelf. After taking them out, the boy was puzzled about how she knew. The girl smiled and said she had just guessed. The boy didn't think much of it. Since she had gotten soaked in the rain, the boy told her to take a shower and went to find her a towel. After searching for a long time without success, the girl told him it was in the upper left corner of the cabinet. He found it easily. Now, he was even more confused. How did she know that, too? The girl nervously took the towel and went into the bathroom. While the boy was still pondering this strange situation, the girl came out after changing her clothes. The boy was instantly mesmerized by her graceful figure. After staring for too long, he even got a nosebleed. Seeing his reaction, the girl was secretly delighted. She then prepared to sleep in the boy's room and told him to sleep on the couch that night. Just then, the boy suddenly remembered that he hadn't hidden away his adult magazines. He rushed into the room, only to find that the girl had already taken out each and every one of them. The boy was confused about how she knew all his secrets. But in order to save face, he focused only on tidying up, with no time to think deeper. At that moment, the girl discovered a draft paper covered with her name. This became undeniable proof that the boy liked her. She said she was going to keep it. In order to take it back, the boy resorted to force, but accidentally pinned the school belle onto the bed. The girl thought to herself, just what I wanted. She flipped over and straddled him, let her tied-up hair fall loose, and completely overwhelmed him. At that moment, the boy's mother returned home. Upon seeing the scene, she immediately turned around and left, even saying, "Go on, continue." The boy rushed out to stop her. His mother explained that she had only come back to grab something and would leave right away. Just then, the school bell came out as well, and Judong greeted the boy's mother. It was obvious that the mother really liked her. Without hesitation, the girl suddenly said she wanted to acknowledge the boy's mother as her own. Both the boy and his mother were shocked. The girl explained that she had lost her mother at a very young age and felt an unusual warmth toward her. After hearing this, the mother immediately accepted her as a daughter. Their relationship was progressing at lightning speed. The boy was stunned. The mother said she would leave now and didn't want to disturb their private time. After she left, the two of them returned to their rooms to sleep. Meanwhile, the school belle's brother, who was actually adopted by her father, was plotting how to seize the family fortune. The condition was simple. The school belle must not date anyone, so that their father would treat him as the rightful successor. At that moment, news that the school belle had stayed overnight at the boy's house reached his ears. He immediately panicked. To prevent their relationship from progressing further, he decided to tell their father. Soon the father called the school belle and harshly scolded her. She hung up after listening for only a few sentences. After dinner, the couple walked hand in hand. Just then, her brother appeared to take her home, advising her to focus on her studies and not fall in love. The girl casually brushed him off, saying she would return shortly. At that moment, the boy noticed that the driver picking her up was the same truck driver from his previous life. He immediately realized the car accident back then had been aimed at the school bell. They must have been trying to kill her to achieve some hidden purpose. He quickly warned her to be wary of her brother. She took his words to heart. When she returned home, she found her brother still talking to their father. The father was furious. Knowing her brother's true intentions from her previous life, the girl calmly dismissed him first. She then handed her father a contract she had secretly investigated. After reading it, the father was enraged. It turned out that in order to gain his trust, the adopted son had not only used underhanded methods, but had also committed embezzlement. The father immediately suspended all projects under his control and stripped him of all authority. After resolving the matter, the father and daughter reconciled, and he even agreed to meet her boyfriend and his family. The suspended man was furious. He decided to go all out and kidnap the school bell. One day, while she was on her way to meet her boyfriend, she was suddenly knocked unconscious by the truck driver during a phone call. She instantly lost consciousness. When the boy arrived downstairs, she had already been taken away. He said he needed to meet her father and that he had a way to rescue her. At the same time, the father received a call. The caller hid his identity and demanded $1 billion in exchange for his daughter's life. Without hesitation, the father agreed. Just as he was about to transfer the money, the boy arrived in time. He told him not to send the money. Once the payment was made, they would kill her immediately, because the one who kidnapped his daughter was his adopted son. The father was in disbelief. He tried calling his adopted son, but the call couldn't go through. At that point, he believed the boy. The boy presented a complete and meticulous rescue plan, earning the father's deep admiration. Before leaving, the boy asked the father for $100 million. Everything was set. Following the plan, they quickly located the kidnapping site. Meanwhile, the adopted son grew suspicious after not receiving the payment. He suddenly realized that his father was stalling for time. Preparing to kill her, he raised his knife. Just then, the girl's boyfriend arrived with the money. The adopted son had lost all rationality and only wanted them both dead. Thinking quickly, the boy told him that he was there to save him. He said the father already knew everything, and even if he got the $1 billion, he would never be spared. But if he took the $100 million and released the girl, the father would let him flee far away. Not giving him time to think, the boy added that if he refused, he would destroy the money. The adopted son rushed over to grab it. Seizing the moment, the boy untied the girl. However, to avenge the boy from her previous life, the school bell immediately shot her brother dead. The adopted son's men arrived suddenly. As one of them drew his gun, he was shot from behind by her bodyguard. The shot didn't kill him. Lying on the ground, he used his last strength to fire a shot at the boy. Sensing danger, the girl stepped in front of him. Bang! She fell. In her final moments, she thanked the boy for saving her in the previous life. Only then did the boy realize they had both been transmigrators all along. They made a vow to find each other again in the next life. The school bell died. The boy was devastated. Suddenly, a flash of light appeared. The girl woke up in the boy's room. She thought it had all been a dream. Looking around, she couldn't believe her eyes. She rushed out and saw her parents sitting lovingly in the living room. Crying, she told them about her dream. Her mother smiled, thinking the boy must have bullied her, and said she would deal with him once he got home. The girl stopped crying. Then she noticed it was now the year 2025 and their wedding photo hung on the wall. At that moment, the door opened. The familiar man walked in. It turned out they had truly transmigrated together into the next life and lived happily ever after.